what is your favorite season?
Yeah.
Why? And after that, we'll push a little deeper.
Sure. So yeah, what is my favorite season? But I can also tie in that to what you're saying with something else that you were also saying. You were talking about how this whole Midwesterner view of, wow, geez, these leaves are really pretty.
Oh,
hey,
jeeps.
You kids, you get off your phone, your electronics, you look out that window. That's what I used to do back in my day. You look at them beautiful trees.
And then rake them. You want a quarter? Go rake them.
Yeah. Kind of the Captain Obvious of it all. We know that when fall comes, the leaves change. The leaves fall off. You got to rake leaves.
Yeah.
It's this beautiful, maybe it's just the American perspective of football, friends, leaves, raking, yard work, no more lawn mowing, raking.
America, that's
beer.
It. That's it, bro.
That's it.
If you encapsulate it, you just, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I think the faces of fall are some of the most interesting. We have.
What do you mean by that?
So we have straight up demonic stuff for Halloween.
Sure.
And then we got cute little scarecrows and turkeys.
Yep.
It's the most all over the place. A turkey does not fit in with Halloween. A pumpkin is for Halloween, but it's also for Thanksgiving. You see decorations they carry from one holiday over to the very next. Christmas decorations don't carry over into Easter. Correct. Easter decorations do not carry over into the 4th of July.
Right.
And so on and so forth. That is if we're celebrating just the big holidays here.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of little ones in between that are honestly just as significant. They're just treated like they're smaller.
Fun fact, yesterday was National Pasta Day.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude.
It's a very overlooked holiday.
My family, we eat pasta every Sunday. If we're lucky, we do on every Wednesday too. So we just missed the mark. But I'm hoping back home that we were eating on a Tuesday, the angel hair. So
you like the angel hair?
I mess with the angel hair.
I like ziti.
You like ziti?
I like ziti.
You like ziti?
Yeah.
Is that your favorite?
You don't think of this one as a pasta, lasagna.
Okay. Yeah.
I like lasagna. I mean, you think of lasagna as the meal itself, but actually, like the lasagna pasta.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, those
wavy.
Long, wavy pieces.
It's overlooked.
It is overlooked.
It's not my favorite, but I just wanted to shout it out.
Well, to your point, ravioli's my favorite, and it's like, is that a pasta or is that something else?
Right, because it's
Have you ever tried a lobster ravioli? They put lobster in it instead of like cheese or meat.
That. Yeah. Have you had gnocchi before?
Yes. Do they look like little like? They're like little circles with like little like waves on the top.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
So good.
Yeah. So sorry.
No,
we had to talk about pasta though.
First. Oh, I love pasta. Yeah. So fall is an interesting one because if we're are always talking bang for our buck.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about, I'm going to buy a decoration and it'll last the longest. These pumpkins we bought at the end of September, and these are going to last us all the way until the end of November.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do 2 little trees for December. We will see. When I bought those, I felt good about it, knowing that they would last for some time. So from a decorating perspective, the fall is my favorite.
Okay.
Now let's look into, and at the end, we'll tally up the different perspectives to make the ultimate season. Another thing you were saying, the Captain Obvious of it all, look at the trees changing. Wow.
They don't do that every year.
Hey, get a load of this. These aren't cicadas every 17 years. You're going to get to see this same time next year. It is beautiful. It's so gorgeous. And each season has its own beauty. So here's the other wave of Captain Obvious people. They already have the Christmas stuff out already? Jeez, it's not even Halloween yet. And
they start decorating earlier and earlier
every year. And these are the same people that watch the Christmas in July Hallmark movies. Yeah. All right.
We've heard it. We've heard
this 1,000 times. And I feel like people that mention it, it's like, where you been? It's been that way for the past 20 years. It just just expect it to happen. However, in my heart, I am also one of these people. Because there's so much beauty to still celebrate in this season. You're jumping the gun. But I also see the flip perspective of some people want to start decorating early. Other people want to get deals early. And from a merchandising perspective, from the people that are stocking these shelves, they need to get this stuff out to make room for other things in their back rooms and whatnot. It's a giant rotation.
Right.
So it makes total sense. The Christmas decorations are at least 3 to 4 times their Halloween decorations. So you need to make way for all the other Christmas decorations that have yet to even arrive. Mm-hmm. All right. I think it's because people aren't angry to see Christmas stuff that early, because Christmas stuff just evokes such a smile on the face. I think what it is that they're not ready for the madness of it all.
Yeah.
And for me, Christmas, I always say, it's not just my favorite holiday, but the winter is my favorite season because I love everybody's mood. And it's the one time a year where people are excited about Christmas that they're not happy about Christmas. Because it hasn't come. The minute it's in that season and it feels like it's earned, people are the happiest that they've ever been. Yeah. Everybody's smiling. There are the people that will still cut you off in traffic. There are the people that will need to go and get last minute gifts. But most everybody is how you and I kind of live every day, and that's just trying to be the nicest we can.
Yeah. It almost like highlights how people are feeling. So the majority of people, they feel very happy and excited. I can attest that is such a wonderful time of year. It's the most beautiful, most wonderful time of year. Yeah. But then there's those people that have, and I feel for them, where they might not have a good memory on Christmas. Yes. It might remind them of something, or Christmas has never been good for them.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, or they just are horrible people. I like to give them a benefit of the doubt. They could be just horrible people.
They could be.
And it's like that time of year pretty much it brightens that emotion. So perhaps they were naturally people who cut off people on the highway, but now since it's Christmas time, they're going to do it twice as much.
Yeah.
That's where Scrooge comes into play. Like Scrooge, I'm sure was Grinch. I'm sure the Grinch has been an absolute jerk all year long, but now that it's Christmas time, he's extra Grinchy.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So I guess from a mood perspective, just how everybody acts, I love the people the most in the winter.
Mm-hmm. When you say winter, is it even after New Year's?
See, that's where it gets tough, because then that's arguably the ugliest time of year too. So winter is very much you like the first half, you hate the second half. When the second half arrives, you're ready for it to get warm again.
It's like a Browns game.
It's exactly. The second half's way different than the last.
I hate the second half.
And the reality is too that I don't think there's a season where people are begging at the most for it to wrap up the fastest.
Yeah.
Fall is always the one where I hear people want to last even longer. Winter always gets hit incredibly quick. You go from just wearing a t-shirt and a flannel weather to hoodie weather real quick.
Really quick.
And people do want the summer to be longer for the sake of school. For the sake of like no classes, right? They don't want to go back to school. But it has nothing to do with the weather. So where I'm going with this, fall to me, those are my two seasons. And between just those two distinctions alone, fall would be my favorite because I want it to be longer, whereas winter I want it to be shorter. And to add one little touch to it as well, that excitement that you see around Christmas time, you see that same energy at a pumpkin patch. Sure. Or, something like that. That same giddy excitement. The decorations, Halloween is starting to become one of the most decorated, filled, holidays.
You see all these lawns where it's
spooky season is becoming more of a normal thing. Kind of like how Easter's for a lot of families are becoming a second Christmas. With just like
what'd you get for Easter? What do you mean what I get for Easter? I got an iPod. What do you mean? I got a bag of Jolly Ranchers. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, it's becoming more normalized, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it should be that way. So, it's interesting seeing how the seasons develop. I think fall, people have always wanted it to be longer. So the long-winded answer is fall.